Hello there, Spartans, and welcome back to a new video. And I'm so very sorry that it's taken until now to upload to the channel once again. But I've said this before, and this is the last time I will say this. Normal service will now resume. I am up and running with everything that I need now. It's taken me a year to get to this point, to get up to speed with what I need to have, but I've got there. Dual PC setup, XLR microphone with the Go XLR mixer. I've got it all now. I mean, I'm ready to go. I've got a new gaming PC from Overclockers. It's a beast of a machine, so expect all my content going forward to be super smooth at the top graphical settings that you can get, so it looks the best it can physically be for you all to enjoy. But anyway, enough of that. And I can't believe I'm going to be saying this, but welcome back to Total War Saga Troy. I never thought I'd be saying those words again, for I'm sure we can all agree the game, when it launched last year, suffered from, shall we say, a little bit of an identity crisis. And it wasn't fully historical, and it wasn't either what a lot of people wanted it to be, a fully fledged, no-holds-barred mythological experience. It wasn't either of those two, and so it fell pretty much flat on its face very quickly after it was released last year. But fear not, a year on, and it's coming to Steam, and with that we've got the new Mythos DLC, and it's given us everything that we've always wanted from this game. Now, to thank you, of course, as always, to Creative Assembly for giving me early access to the DLC, which comes out on the 2nd of September alongside its launch onto Steam. And all the links to the Steam page and frequently asked questions about the DLC, etc., can be found down below in the description and pinned to the top of the comments section. Now, today, naturally, if we're going to be playing this new DLC, we're going to be playing as the King of Sparta, Menelaus. And we're going to be going on a little bit of an adventure to find the great three-headed Hounds of Hades, Cerberus. So let's do that. Let's go into the menu, take a quick look at what the settings are, and then we'll jump into the campaign and begin our little bit of an expedition that we've got planned for today. So here we are at the campaign selection screen. So we've got the three choices that will be available to us going forward. The first is the historical mode, which is new. It's a free DLC update, so all owners of the game will get this regardless. Now, when I can show this to you, I will do in a separate video. I can't at the moment, but when I can, I will check out that new mode for you at some point. We've got the truth behind the myth, which is basically the vanilla campaign that we had from the very start of when Showdown War Saga Troy was released last year. So that's the standard version we've all known for the last year. And then we've got the mythological, all go for it kind of campaign. As it said, embrace the legends and dive into a mythic Total War experience, which is of course what we're going to be doing today. So as we go into that, we can then choose our hero as we did before. So I'm going to obviously go for Menelaus. And
my vengeance
on the face of it all, you may be asking this, well, hang on, if this is a new mythological campaign, does that mean the objectives and the way that the factions play out are going to be different? And the answer is no. It's still the same. It's still exactly the same as the vanilla experience. In terms of the historical mode, I'm not sure. That may be different. I'm not actually sure with that one at the moment. But in terms of this mythological campaign, it is the same. So, the faction mechanics are exactly the same. The playstyle, the unique faction units are exactly the same. And the victory conditions are identical as well. So, capture Helen if you want the Homeric victory. Take down the following factions, etc. Or you've got the Total War victory. So that, as I say, is exactly the same as it was before. But the experience within the campaign is where it's going to be all updated. And, if you can get one of those three mythical beasts under your control, then by God, these objectives will get a hell of a lot easier very quickly, because these are tanks. These are absolute literal beasts of units. They are so strong in battle, and of course it will make your campaign a lot easier. So let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go on to hard on the old difficulty settings, and I will see you on the campaign map, and we'll start to experience a little bit of an adventure. So hang on. We're going to have some fun here, guys. So here we are, guys, on the campaign map. It's turn 1. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be skipping ahead to various turns on the actual campaign to specific moments in the expedition experience. So you will basically get to enjoy all of this in one video as opposed to episode 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. It's all going to be compiled into one video so you can enjoy it right here, right now. Aren't I nice? I think about you guys a lot, you know, I really do. But here we go. Face value, everything looks pretty much the same in terms of what we've experienced already on Troy. The starting location for Menelaus is exactly the same. He has the same colonies under his control. He faces off against the same enemy early doors. His victory conditions are exactly the same. So, as I say, face value, so far, nothing looks that different. But it's the cosmetic changes that have been done to the campaign map, which already are being noticeable. Over here, we've got mythological ruins. We've got statues of various beasts. If you control that region, you can either grant them or recruit them into your army and have them as defenders in your garrison. If your region is attacked by enemy forces, they will be part of your garrison force as well. So if you control these, they will grant access to these different beasts. You know, centaurs, cyclopses, minotaurs, all of them, they are in this campaign. It's really good to see some more ruins over there. And also over here, you got things that will sort of appear every so often, like the sea serpents, which will pop their head up in the land or in the sea over here occasionally. Hopefully we can see them in a second. Over here we've got, I'm sure, Talos, the great bronze statue which was created by Hephaestus to protect the lands of Crete from invaders, is over here. So you'll see that on the campaign map, and also you'll see him on the battle map as well if you're attacking a region down in that location. So all of this is being put into the map to enhance it, to give you more of a flavour of that mythological experience. And over here as well, you've got the artwork on the horizon. You can see there Prometheus, who's chained to the mountain by Zeus, having his liver pecked out. And over here, we have got a little bit of maybe of a Easter egg of potential future DLC. Now, I do not know anything. I swear to you, I do not know anything more than what I'm saying to you now. But, you know, Egyptian gods, I think that's Anubis over there, that could incline that a potential Egyptian DLC for this game, mythological, could happen at some point. Who knows? Maybe if this Mythos DLC is successful, they may do another DLC of that nature. Who knows? But it's interesting to see it. And look over there. There you go. Look at that. Harpies over there. So if you control this region over here, Meropia, you will grant access to these Harpies units, which you can then obviously recruit into your army for future battles. So it's all there. It's all there. There you go. See it there. The monster. He popped up a second. The sea serpent. He showed his head for a minute there. Lovely. Thank you very much. On cue, my friend. So then, that's it. I'm going to basically skip ahead now. And I'll be back with you in a second. And we'll start the experience for you and see what the first thing that pops up in our journey to defeat the great the three-headed hound of Cerberus. Okay, we're here at turn 12, so I've skipped quite far ahead for you. In terms of what I've taken so far, I've only taken the following region, Etis. That was not under our control at the beginning, so I've pushed further south to take that for Sparta. In terms of anything else conquering-wise, I'm still pretty much as it was at the beginning. But we've now got this mission, The Returned. And this has happened twice before at, I think, turn 6 and 9, I think it happened. But it's happened again. Basically, to give you a kind of a flavour of what to experience with these mythical beasts, you get these new heroes that spawn close to your lands. And they, in their armies, will contain beasts that are basically specific to the mythological beast in the game. So you get Griffin units, you'll get Hydra units, and in this one, we're going to get some units that are associated to Cerberus, basically. And if we defeat them, you then get as a reward a special unit in your recruitment pool. So I've basically done already the Griffin one and the Hydra one, but this one has now popped up for Cerberus. I'm going to fight this battle for you guys because it will give you a little bit of a flavour of what these units that we're going to be getting later on are going to be like, the Cerberus units. So we'll fight this one, and then as you can see here, we'll get the Spearmasters of Elysium available to us in the recruitment pool after we've won the battle. And you can sort of have a feel for what it look like early doors. So I'll be back in a second when we are going to fight the clash. So we're facing off against these wretched shades and the marksmen of Elysium. So essentially, as I say, each mythical beast has about 4 units that are associated specifically to that beast. And these are, as I say, what are going to be associated to Cerberus, with him being with the beast being associated to the underworld and Hades. Obviously, this is more like the army of the dead, essentially. Kind of reminds me of White Walkers in Game of Thrones. But our army is looking pretty good. We've got a little bit of experience in our units already. The build is quite nice. We've got some Centaur cavalry, which I'll show you how they look in a second. Apart from that, every other unit is vanilla, what we've experienced already in Troy from the game before. So let's fight the battle, and we'll see if we can defeat this terror. Alright, Spartans, welcome to the battle map, and here we go, our first real taste of this DLC. We've got here some Centaur cavalry, which we have at our disposal with Menelaus and our Spartan army. Effectively, we've got 3 variations in this build here. We've got the Centaur Hunters, which are javelin centaurs, kind of scout units, quicker, more mobile, and obviously our kind of missile cavalry. We've got then the Centaur Archers, which are higher in missile damage. Again, quick, agile, and are able to perform a lot of damage at range. And then finally, we've got the Centaur Warriors, which are kind of your bog standard melee cavalry units. They look absolutely superb. A lot of work has been put into these, as you can see. And yeah, I wanted to showcase obviously these to you because these are our first real taste of the DLC. But over in the distance there, look at this. Also, we've got a new update to the battle maps. Obviously, if you play in historical mode, you won't see them like this. They'll be different. But for the mythological DLC, look at this. Titan armor. So all the battle maps have had that mythological experience put into them as well. So the Titan armor that's washed ashore from years gone by of the fallen Titans. You can see the armor in the background. And if you're playing a battle when you have got mythical gods' powers available to you, the powers from the gods like the Thunderbolt of Zeus, etc., you will see their faces in the sky, and they will sort of watch down upon the battlefield. So hopefully I can showcase that to you a little bit later on. They haven't got any other powers available to you at the moment, but when you can, you'll see those faces in this sort of skyline over there. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you there. And over here, obviously, let's just take a quick look at these shades, because these are all, as I say, associated to Cerberus itself. And these are what you will get access to if you defeat the Great Beast in that final battle. You can recruit these units into your armies. So you've got the Marksmen of Elysium, and over here you've got the Wretched Shades. Now these are the kind of the more bog standard units that you'll have at your disposal. You will have better ones like the Spearmen of Elysium, which you can recruit yourself if we win this battle, but you'll get access to better quality units as well. But they are going to be tough. Even these basic units are going to be tough because, as you can see, well, you don't see it, but I will tell you, they're unbreakable. Every single one of these units will fight to the death, or a second death. Was they're dead already, but they'll die again, and they'll fight to the bitter end. So you can imagine having all of these in your army. You'd be very, very powerful indeed. Alongside Cerberus itself, you just walk through armies easily, wouldn't you, with them? Because basically Cerberus has the ability to take away souls from enemy armies and enemy settlements, and those souls are then accumulated into soul points, and you get a point total, and you can recruit these units in a special pool of recruitment. And you obviously, as you recruit these units, you will spend those soul points, and if Cerberus then goes around taking more souls, you will build up those point pool basically. effectively you are taking these souls and giving them to Hades, who's then gifting you these units on the battlefield. That's how it sort of plays out with the mechanic of Cerberus in the campaign itself. So you'll see all this as time goes on. But let's fight the battle now, guys. Let's have this clash. See these shades in action. And then you can get your first sort of taste of it. Obviously, you're gonna see a lot more of this in the final battle. And the reason why I probably chose Cerberus as the beast to showcase to you is because essentially the final battle is on an awesome battle map. You're basically in the underworld. You're in Hades' realm, and you're fighting this clash. And the battle map is so good. It's kind of it's Warhammer quality good. It really is great to see. So I'm looking forward to showcasing you that, and that's why I chose Cerberus as my mythical beast of choice to do on this video. But yeah, I'm loving the new setup, guys. It's super smooth now. You know, top settings on this game today, 60 FPS, super smooth. You know, before when I played this game a year ago, I was on the old PC. It did start to chug, and it was got quite low settings as well, because you can imagine playing the game and recording on the same PC. It's quite hard. It was making the PC a little bit hot under the hood, shall we say. But now it's much easier. You know, I'm recording on my old PC, and this is just purely, hit my mic there, purely for gameplay. And it's so much better, so smooth, as I say, and it's at top settings, so you can enjoy it in the best way possible going forward. And that's what I want to do. But yeah, much happy with the setup now. It's taken me a while, but it's worth it in the end, hopefully. But let's go, guys. Come on. Hopefully the microphone's better for you as well. A proper XLR microphone. You know, taking me ages to get one, but now I've got it. Hopefully the improvement is noticeable. Right, let's push in. In fact, javelins can hit from range. We'll charge with the melee cav. Right, we've got to push on now because they're firing down. The Maximal Elysium are firing down upon us. Come on, start to fire, guys. Oh, Menelaus is back at the start of the battlefield. Get forward. And the scouts are pushing in, driving those units away from the field. Pull out. We don't want to get bogged down. Whoa. Push on them. Well, they're going to charge down the hill at us here. We'll receive them in battle. Come on. Push on, men of Sparta. Come on. Beautiful. The clash of the units looking great there. Now we're going to have to use these cavalry as melee cav now. Have to push out these arch units away from the field. Then we'll start to charge these units in the back. Right, get these units around the flank. Where's Menelaus? Get forward, man. Right, send those scouts, come down, charge them from the rear. Put pressure on from the back. See this as the charge comes in. Oh, lovely. Jumped into the charge there beautifully. Come back.
As you demand.
I do demand. I demand victory, for God's sake. For the gods themselves. That's it. Envelop them. Envelop them.
Your warriors are losing
heart.
No,
do not lose heart. God damn it. This is the Centaur Scouts losing heart. Shit. Don't want that.
Centaur warriors.
Right, we've got them in the line there. Right, come on, take them out. We are beautifully surrounded them here. Spears. Which we need to do because, as I say, these will fight on and on and on. Menelaus, get him into the fight. Spears. Oh, we've got a hero there that we're fighting against. We'll get him to take out their hero.
Vengeance is mine.
Come on, can't
Victory
is
close enough to taste.
You're pathetic.
Come on.
Idle banter just
Strike
delays your
through.
death.
Divine strength.
Right, let's get them back in. How are we doing over there in the tree line? We can't get them bogged down.
Centaurs. Unbound and unbroken. Crush them. Centaurs. You will not survive this.
Words are cheap.
Okay, doing okay over there. Yeah, they're pretty much taken care of with the Laconian Axemen. Beautiful.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, a side charge here from these units of Raging Shades. Hello, watch your left flank, men. We've got the slingers basically having an open shot at them, which is okay. Not too bad.
Wild enough as you come. Centaur warriors. Swift and mighty. To battle.
Come on. Hit them hard. Beautiful.
As you
Get out.
command. Foes beware. As command.
Well, we're beautifully surrounded in there. Look at that. That's what I mean. Having them in your army would be amazing. They do not cave in for anyone. I cannot wait to recruit these guys. We will get Helen back very quickly. Paris of Troy will bow down before us with these guys in our fold. And Cerberus himself. Or itself. I keep saying him. It could be a she, Cerberus, for all I know. What to refer to as it at the moment.
As you wish.
Trained and ready.
Okay, he's
Hades has claimed
a
the enemy
hero. Yes, I thought so.
Legends of the wild.
Combat ready.
I mean, look at this. This is an army that's completely being outnumbered by us. We're outnumbered in about, what, 3 to 1? 4 to 1? And they're giving us a little bit of trouble. So, imagine having a whole army of them. There'd be 20 stacker of them. It'd be incredible.
We stand unbroken.
Oh, no, 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 no. Don't go into melee. Sorry.
Combat ready. Fierce and proud. Centaur
Okay, we'll get the Centaur Warriors to finish him off. I think that's literally the last lot. 9 of them.
Centaurs. Understood.
Yeah, they've been absolutely
Spears.
butchered from every angle here. One left. I think that's... Is there any in here? No, we're just cheering. I thought, there we go. Decisive victory. End the battle there, ladies and gentlemen. So we lost 183 to their 391. So as you can see, the ratio wasn't great. But we were victorious. We'll take on the replenishment.
Very good.
So there you go. Mission successful. We've now got the Spearmasters of Elysium available to us. Now, you know, it's not that easy because if I go into my special recruitment pool here... Oh, I could get these straight away. And I will get them. But this is the Hydra piece that I got from the previous battle. And then I got the Lesser Griffin from the first battle. As you can see, they cost quite a lot of gold to recruit them. But they are worthwhile. So we'll get them later on. But we can get the Spearmasters of Elysium straight away. As you can see, they're heavy in weight class. Resistant to flanking. Exceptionally good. Excellent defense. And again, there you can see, unbreakable. High morale of 120. Big damage dealers of 85. Looking very sharp indeed. So we'll get them, recruit them into the army. This is it. Turn 15, when it really starts to get interesting. Mythic expeditions can begin. Take your first steps towards mythic glory. Where to will the fates spin their thread? Far away and high above, deep within, and to the threshold between human and monstrous, or to the end of all living things at the final gates themselves. Choose your path and embark on your journey when ready. We are more than ready, guys. It's turn 15, as I say. This is when you will get access to this button here, Monster Selection. The 3 will appear. It is your choice for which you want to go. So you can compare the monsters in different areas. Gives you an overview of them all here. You got stats that you can then directly compare. So maybe you have a playstyle and a specific monster will suit your play style better. Different abilities are also going to be available to the monster, both when you're facing it in the final battle, and of course when you have control of it yourself in your army. So looking at the battle abilities for Cerberus, I mean, you can check out the Patriot and the Hydra. I'll look at them in separate videos. Other YouTubers will be covering those, I'm sure, as well. So check out those videos at the same time as this one or after this one. But I will definitely cover them in a separate video myself. But looking at Cerberus here, you can see in terms of the morale, very high. Damage is the big thing with all three of these units. Damage is huge amongst them all. Battle ability wise, it's got a few at its disposal. The fires of Pelagithion. I think that's okay. But after delay causes major damage to effective units, good against armored units, and can disrupt unit formations like a fireball that rages in flames across the battlefield. You've got the Howl of the Underworld, which affects enemies in range, so it drops morale by 15 points. But if your units are in range as well, it does affect their morale at the same time. So you've got to be careful about when you pick and choose that ability. And then you've got the Summon Shades unit cast as well, which basically, as it says, will summon a unit of Wretched Shades. They are the more standard units that are available to Cerberus, and they, as it says, degrade over time. So yes, use them sparingly, and can obviously use them effectively when it is the right time, but don't use them all the time, because you can't really rely on them as a force to win a battle. They are going to be chosen and will do some damage, but won't make a massive difference, if you know what I mean. But they can be handy in the clash. Battle abilities. Now, these campaign abilities is what we'll talk about a little bit later on, but this is gathering souls into your army, which will then give you a pool, as I said to you, a soul point pool, which you can then use to recruit souls from the underworld, and you gather those souls from Cerberus himself, who will do that. He will do that or he or she will do that on the campaign map as an agent mechanic. If you embed him into the army, that's when obviously they won't do that. They'll fight the battles themselves. But these are the units. So you can see here, these are the two we faced before, the Wretched Shades and the Marksmen of Elysium. But these are the two ones you really want to start looking at, the Giant Shades and the Spearmasters of Elysium. Obviously, these are going to cost more soul points than the more standard units will be, but long term, they will be of a better option to go for, really, because you can see Giant Shades will be really big on the battlefield, literally big on the battlefield. 384 damage, 100 morale. They are quite the unit to recruit. So you look at that, look at those house points, 11,840. They're going to be really good, and they basically, you get access to them from this building. So you can see here, you have to have the offering pit constructed in a settlement. I don't think it needs to be in a specific settlement. I think it can be in any settlement you control. I think it's a level 3 building, but it has to be built in a region at least, else you can't get them. You can still absorb the soul points from Cerberus himself. Itself! God's sake, stop saying himself. Itself! But you have to have this offering pit constructed, else you won't be able to basically recruit them. And you can see there, it gives you +2 soul points per turn, and it enables the Shade Labor commandment to be used in this province. So basically, you got that commandment, and it will give you bonuses to Shade points as well by enabling that commandment, and those 4 units can be recruited. So we'll select this one, and then we begin to organize the hunting party. Now, these are the starter units. However, the kind of events that will come about as the next few turns are processed, you will see that the units will gain a lot of XP, and you will have the ability to actually recruit more units into your army for when the final battle actually does happen. So you're actually going to have potentially a lot of a stronger army than this starting party that you begin with. So we'll just choose our heroes to do this with. I'm going to go for this one because I like his name. Nothing more than that. We'll go for some units of spearmen, some axemen, another unit of them. We'll go for some cavalry of the centaur fighters, and we'll go for another unit of them, and we'll take one of them off. Probably go for the slingers, and yeah, 2 slingers. So the hunting party strength is 2 out of 3 with that. But you got to counter that because you've got the cost of it as well. Obviously, the cost of it is going to cost us 6697 to food, bronze 308, and our administration cost, which is a new mechanic in the game, which is replacing supply lines. It's basically going to cost us 221 administration cost to that. So you've got to judge strength against what you have as an outlay for your kind of cost outlet. So you've got to think about that when you do put together your hunting party. But that's fine for us. As I say, we'll recruit more as the events carry on, and these will gain XP as we progress as well. So let's launch the expedition. Yes, we're ready. The hero's journey begins, and we've got a reward from that mission already, which was assigned to us. The journey begins. Preparations have been made, and the expedition has started on its journey. Your followers can barely imagine the hardships they will face or the companions they will meet on the way. Every few turns, a message from the expedition will arrive, recounting their travails in their quest for glory. So, I'll be back once we get our first message in the expedition. So here we are, guys. Turn 17. Now, you're taking 2 turns. We've got our first kind of event for the expedition party. I'm not going to read all this text to you. You can read that in your own time. But effectively, we have a choice. Sometimes 2, 3, in this case, 4 options that we can go for. And various outcomes, according to what we choose, will happen. Some positive, maybe some negative. So your followers in becoming initiates may lose some of their taste for bloody strife. Something tells me that your training will be dangerous but worth it. You will hope they'll at least let you eat your own offering, even if they don't let you take part in the rituals. The more warriors, the merrier. Ooh. I'm thinking this one. The more warriors, the merrier. We could increase our party size just by doing this. So let's go for that one. We've gained some shielded spearmen. It's a start. It's a start. Nothing negative, just positive. We've gained a unit of shielded spearmen. So our party increases for the final battle. That's good to see. Okay. Not a bad start. Right, turn 19. And things are starting to get a little bit interesting here. Tainurn. You've got 3 options. Reveal yourselves to the survivors. You're pretty sure you can handle whatever is left of this battle, whether it be friend or foe. No need to take risks. Camping will soothe your people's fatigue. The Death Priest implores you to leave the dead alone, but surely you honor them by using their fine equipment. So we get a bit of an armor upgrade possibly from that one. I'm gonna reveal myself to the survivors. These could be giants, I think, if we reveal ourselves. Let's have a look here. Oh, that's different. That's a prayer that I've been dealing with. Yes. Yes, okay. We did reveal ourselves to the survivors, and we've actually gained giant champions and giant bowmen. Very nice. Our party increases, but they are wounded slightly, so they are dropping morale by 15% and 15% gain to fatigue for the giant units. But that's not too bad because these are really powerful units, and we'll see them in the final battle. And of course, the more the merrier in my case. Turn 21, the lake, and we've got 2 choices available to us now. So we can go to the temple. The giants have a great interest in this landmark. It looks safe enough to join them, or we could wander the lake. This cave is supposed to be an entrance to the underworld, but we're wary of the dead looking for it as well. We are really getting into the depths of Hades' world now, aren't we? I'm I'm going to go for this one. Go to the temple. Ooh, look at that. Plus 50 to melee damage for all units against enemy mythic units. And we've gained some XP. We chose wisely there, ladies and gentlemen. Go to the temple, and we have gained some strength and worth in our army from doing that. Lovely stuff. Now, before we skip ahead, I just want to quickly show you. I've pushed into Crete, and hopefully we seem to have slipped the talons of Talos. As you can see here, he's in the water looking over the island of Crete, but he hasn't stopped us yet. We're okay. But we've taken the two lands of Kisamos and Cadonia, and you can see there the Corybantes. We now have control of this statue, and over at Kisamos it will give us the ability to build this level 3 building, which, as you can see there, provides garrison of Corybantes to that region. So that will be available to you. So as I say, if you do control any of these sort of statues, you get an available in your special chain, special building there, which wouldn't be available in a standard region. If I go back over to here, for example, to Sparta, for example, if I go and select that building chain, you see it's not there. It has to be in one of those regions you can control, and it will give you that building to be unlockable. But yeah, we're pushing into Crete, and we're taking on the faction of Apterion. And hopefully we can push further into Crete as time goes on. Look at that, a Minotaur statue over there. So even more jewels can be found in the island of Crete. Right, turn 23, and we have two choices for this one. We can allow men in her service. This will leave some warriors to Circa. She'll reward you handsomely, but they will not fight in the battle ahead. Well, I don't know if I can do that. And something tells you that a night with the Naiads will be more costly than fighting a tribe of Thracians. I'm going to go for this one. We've gained some sirens. We've gained XP. But we've lost two of our weakest units. I can deal with that. I'm happy with that one. I'm not too concerned. We've gained some sirens, some flying units, some missile flying units. That's pretty good, actually. So will give us a bit of mobility in the air, which we could obviously use to outmaneuver the dead. Yeah, I think that's okay, actually. So we'll go for that. These shades may not like these sirens, actually. So yeah, I'm happy with that one. Turn 25, Hades. We have two choices that we can go for here. The reason why sometimes you can't choose all three or all four is because in this case, you don't have Elysian followers among you. So that's basically, I think, would have been available to us if we'd have chosen a different option earlier on, which would enable us to have followers amongst us, which would then give us that ability to be able to choose, which would obviously give us a different outcome in our expedition adventure. But we've got the two available to us. We can sacrifice one of two things. Either our hero stays with Hades in the underworld forever, but obviously he will give us one final feat of heroism, or the giants will be lost forever, but your warriors resolve to make their lives will count. I don't want to lose my giants. We need them in this battle. Giants are a strong force to have under your control, so I'm going to sacrifice my hero. Hopefully he will grant us something before he is taken forever from us into the underworld. Let's have a look. The hero stays in Hades, but he has given us lovely little bonuses there. Plus 20% to battle speed for hero unit, plus 50% to missile damage of hero. Hero becomes unbreakable, and plus 50 to melee damage of hero. So we've gained a new hero. We didn't really, that previous hero wasn't really that strong, so we haven't lost much, but we've gained quite a lot in bonuses there for our new recruited hero, which hopefully could make a little bit more of an advantage to us in this final clash. And it has come to this moment. Turn 25. We are here. We are at the gates of Hades. We are going to face Cerberus himself. Now, we're going to be taking along with us, as well as the expedition force, we can take Menelaus' army as well into the clash. So we've got two forces to take on this great three-headed hound. And if we win, we get 300 gold and we get control of Cerberus and his swarm. It is a he of obedient shades will now join your army, and the advantages that that will give to us against our enemies is incredible. You will see in a second how strong this beast is, and if you had him, woo, your job gets a lot easier in this campaign. Let's join the battlefield. Yes, I want to teleport over to it, and here we are, the final showdown. Okay, so we have got quite a strong army. That's our army now that Menelaus has under his control at turn 25. I've done some more recruiting. We've got the Spearmasters of Elysium who will face off against the armies of the dead in the underworld. Some more experienced units of Laconian Axemen, Spearmen, some more cavalry for a bit more mobility. We've got Centaur Warriors. You know, we've seen them already in the battlefield, but more of them effectively. This is now the expedition force that has developed considerably since we set off at turn 15. As you can see, our party has got nice silver chevroned XP. We've got the giant champions, we've got the giant bowmen, we've got the sirens, and we've got a couple of centaur cavalry as well. So things are looking good. Look at the balance of power though. I do not know. Our enemies are shrouded in darkness. Who knows who we're going to be fighting against? The balance of power doesn't look very good, does it? We have got Zeus. The favor of Zeus is with us today. We've got 20% to melee attack of club units. We haven't got any of them. 15% to missile and armor-piercing missile damage. We've got some slingers, so hopefully that... Oh, that's javelin units, though, so that's not going to help us. But what we have got is Zeus's Thunderbolt Divine Will ability with 5 charges. So we've got 5 chances to use this Thunderbolt against, in this case, heavily armored units. So hopefully they will make a little bit of a difference in the fight ahead. Let's do this, guys, and I shall see you and join you on the battlefield. Who knows what we're in for here? I'm worried. I'm worried.
Your quest has brought you to the very gates of the underworld, gaining an audience with Hades himself. The path is clear to face the mighty Cerberus in battle, like Heracles before you, and gain its Hadean aid in the mortal realm. Such a feat would earn you a place among legend. Yet, beware. The dead will not take kindly to this intrusion. Indentured servants to the three-headed beast, the Shades will no doubt heed their master's call.
Menelaus, the king of Sparta, will become legend today. I can guarantee you that. This battle map, I love it. I do really love it. I think it's quite eerie. It really does embrace the underworld and the death that awaits us. Hopefully, our lives will be spared today. So this is the army that we will initially face. There is going to be more coming. The Wretched Shades. We've seen them already. So loads of those spear units at the front line there, defending Cerberus himself. In fact, here we go, Marksman Elysium. So we've got some more units of them that we saw in that first clash. However, this isn't it. It can't be this easy. There will be more that they will descend upon us with in a little bit. So hopefully those units will be of stronger abilities as we go on. Let's have a quick look at our forces, though. We have got some nice additions to the clash we had before in the previous battle all those turns ago. So in terms of our army, we've got the Centaur cavalry we had. We've got the Laconian Axemen. Nothing much has really changed. We've got some light spear units now that I gained and recruited from the unit pool before. Slingers the same. Cavalry. Yeah, we have got these Spearmen of Elysium now. As you can see, these are a... Look at the upgrade to these. This is what you want in your army. Look at these guys. Oh, yes. I love the helmets. Looking beautiful in that glowing purple. Yes, so these are kind of elite infantry, our spear and shield units that we've got with them. So we may face off against them as well in a little bit as reinforcements come into the clash. So over here, though, we have got some new additions for our expedition force. So again, Centaur fighters, we've seen them. Here we go. We've got some sirens, some flying missile cav. Gotta feel like I'm playing Warhammer here. This isn't Troy, this is Warhammer. This is fantastic. Lovely addition with the DLC. Over here, this is what I wanted to show you, the giant bowman. Look at him. I know it's a little bit dark in the underworld. You can forgive me for that, but look at that. I love the kind of scaly trousers they've got on. Apparently, that is quite not historically accurate, obviously accurate to mythology. They did wear these scaled pants, these lizard scale or fish scaled pants. Love them. Quite want a pair myself, actually. And then over here, we've got the giant champions. Big damage dealers, as you can see, with their two-handed weapons. They are key. That's why I didn't want to lose them when I could either sacrifice them or the hero. I'd rather lose the hero than these guys. These will make a massive difference. In terms of everything else, that's pretty much everything you've seen before that's standard, apart from those other units. So we've got a lot at our disposal here. It's if it's enough, that's the thing. If it's enough, because this isn't going to be all we're going to face. We're going to face some more in a second. We do outnumber them by nearly a half at the moment, but more forces will come. So let's just think about this, guys. We've got to be careful here. Okay, we're going to have a front line of the more aggressive axe units at the front. We'll probably put them on the flank here. We'll put the speed units defending our left side. This is obviously all Menelaus' army. Whoa, we're not wanting to move yet, but we're moving. It's okay, we're moving. Slingers, put them here, behind the front line. Right, Menelaus, you are going to be massively important in this battle. You are now going to prove your worth. And maybe, you never know, if you win this battle, Helen may get a little bit impressed by you and may want to leave that Paris, who's a little bit of a weakling, and think, you know what? I want to go back to my true warrior husband. You never know. I could get some browning points with this victory today. Legend will start to spread across the land. Rumors will come, and Helen will hear of my great victory, I'm sure. Right, so we have got the 5 Centaur cavalry. Let's just be careful with this. We need to put these Centaur fighters and the warriors. Yeah, these are going to be key. These are all our Medicav. Put them on the left flank there. We've got some missile cav, javelin cav on this right flank over here. And then I think that is pretty much... Oh, yeah, the Spearmasters of Elysium. They are so flipping important. They're going to go right in the middle there. These are going to have to be used for some cycle charges on the left-hand side to sort of hit the shades and keep pulling out and hitting again. And then over here, we've got our expedition force. So we're going to have to put these over and begin to move on the right side and hit them on that flank. Obviously, these guys are pretty much, I think... susceptible. Not susceptible. What's the word I'm looking for? They aren't... Let me get the words up. Oh, they aren't. I was going to say I thought they would be... They're unbreakable, obviously, but they can be flanked. Okay, so they can be flanked, whereas the Spearmasters are resistant to flanking. There's the word I was looking for. That basic word, resistant. Sometimes words are hard, guys, I tell you. But yeah, they aren't resistant to flanking, so we should be able to utilize these forces in that flanky maneuver. Okay, we've got a lot of groups here, as you can imagine. We've got a lot of units we need to be managing. Giant bowman and giant bowman can go there, and then the clubmen can go, and the champions can go over there. Got more cavalry. They can join up with this group over here, actually. Group 5 for them. Yeah. Group 5 them. And then we've got the 2 siren units can go over here. We've got to be careful. We've got to plan this, guys. We can't be taking this lightly. Okay. Everyone is positioning themselves ready now for the final showdown. This is it. This is it. Let's move forward. Besiege with caution, ladies and gentlemen. Right, that started. Oh, here we go. More units coming into the fray from the left-hand side there. I knew it wouldn't be as easy as I first saw. And there's more units coming on the side here. They're actually trying to ambush us. Crikey. Okay, engage, engage, engage. Sirens hidden from the rear. Go. We've got to move in. And get the champions in. Giant champions, okay. They're starting to come forward now. And we will receive them in battle. Okay, initial contact has begun. Combat is starting. Right, try and get around the... That's it, champions. Get in behind them. Smash them to death with those clubs. Oh, yes! Come on! That's it. Even these shades can't be... Look at this guy swinging his bloody club around. Even these guys cannot withstand the giants. Okay. Okay, let's not get cocky. Here we go. Stand firm, men. You are men of Sparta. Even the dead cannot finish you off. Every single part of the line is being hit with shades. Here we go. Let's get the cavalry in to start cycle charging. Oh, we've dealt with them beautifully over there. They've nearly finished them off on the right side. Go across the line. Do what you must. For victory is at hand. Right, hit them strong. That's beautiful. Across the line we go. Yes. Right. It's key. These cycle charges are utilised effectively. Like they're slingers. No, we want these out. Pull them out. Pull them out. Pull them out. Right, these guys. Right, these are actual Medicav as well. Let's get him in. They carry on hitting them from afar. Sirens get them across as well to help. Let's go again. Let's go again. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do now. We'll do a Thunderbolt in a second, chaps. We'll do a Thunderbolt. From the gods himself, Zeus will fire down from above. Yes! Come on. Menelaus. I don't want to really sacrifice you, but I don't want to get you involved yet because I need you when we fight Cerberus because he is going to be a lot harder than this. We're being teased here, guys. We're being teased. We're being put into a false sense of security, thinking this is all that they've got. I tell you, it isn't. We've got to leave Menelaus for later on. This party over here will sit tight until I need you to move on Cerberus in a second. We'll deal with these first. Go again. Go again. Not even selecting it. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Come on, keep pushing hard. Keep pushing hard. Oh, beautiful. Sirens doing their job from the top. Come up in the heavens. Firing down. Spartans are being brave today. They're not breaking. They're not caving in to these army of the dead. They're standing as brave men. As I knew they would. They will fight another day. Even the dead cannot stop them. Come on, lines of men. Don't keep breaking. Don't break. The firebolt from... Sorry, thunderbolt from the gods. Oh, shit. That's on my spearman. What the hell was that? What the hell was that voice? I'll tell you what. I think I hit my own spearman there. Never mind. I think that's pretty much them all falling apart now.
No fear.
For the Achaeans!
Surround them there. Surround them there. Okay, the lions are dealt with there beautifully. Yeah, I think once these two are gone, we can push forward. Right. Good job, Spartans. Very good job. But this is nothing. This is nothing yet. How many are left there? We've done it. Right. Okay. Take your time. Take your time, because we have got one hell of a final fight upon us. More will come. More dead will come in a minute. I guarantee it. Sirens, get over there. Now, this is your time, Menelaus, when you will become legends and people will tell of your story of when you fought the great three-headed hound one-on-one. This will be your moment. You will redeem yourself after losing your wife. Oh God, that hero's way back there. We need him into the fray. Okay. The centaurs did a wonderful job of charging, cycling, and then those charges before. Okay. We've got to time this well. We've got to time this well. We cannot take this too lightly. They're beginning to fire. They're beginning to fire. And these are having an effect. I don't know what damage they cause, but it's not good. I think it's morale damage they're causing as well at the same time as missile damage. I think. Oh, they're moving. It's moving. The beast is on the move. Look, he's foaming at the mouth. He's ready for blood. Okay, sirens start moving in. Oh God, there's one of these abilities going in there. The flaming damage it causes. Okay. We've got to go around them. Try and get you around the back. Oh, he's going in. He's going in. Oh, no. Here we go. Shit, he's summoned the shades. Oh, Christ. Right. We need everything we've got now. Zeus and everyone. We need you. The might of Sparta and everything. Look at the balance of power down to 50-50 again now. Thunderbolt, please. Oh, I hope it's done a little bit of damage. I think that charge gets deadlier as you pray more to Zeus, and obviously you go down the levels of ranks with the, you know, the prayer levels you can actually gain as you sacrifice yourself more to the gods will actually increase the abilities of how strong those spells are, I believe.
Move up.
It gets higher. I think it gets higher charge level.
Strike hard. Axes.
Right. Hit him from the side. Hit him from the rear. Anything you must do.
Onward, warrior. Attack. Forward march.
Oh, no. Menelaus, get yourself, you cowards! What are you doing? Get forward into the fray! Do not be scared. This is not your time to shy away, my friend. We're the giants. And the champions, get forward. Oh my god, my other hero's been completely taken out by some giant shades of the enemy. I didn't realise they're there. Oh, crikey. Oh, he's down. He's down for the count in a second. He's gone. Didn't see them there. Okay, giant versus giant. Gonna be giant on giant. Sod it. Giant on giant. Menelaus, come on. Right, take him out. Take on the three-headed hound.
We got remorse.
They're ripping through our forces. Look at him. Oh, God. Another thunderbolt, please. Is that our own men? Is that our own men? Where's my shades? Oh, the Spearmasters they're dealing with some giant shades over here. Okay. Right, that means these are the enemy. Fire down upon him. Is that missed him? Is that missed him? Oh, I think he's got his backside. I could enable that ability with the shades, which sacrifices them to the underworld. You won't get them again. They'll completely be out of your army forevermore, but you get a massive boost to them. I'm not prepared to do that. I'm not prepared to lose them. No way. Come on. Menelaus, don't cry away from this. Oh, that takes the morale out of him. Right, men. Forward, protect your king. Protect your king. Surround him. He's down to nearly half health here. Giving him some armor piercing damage, increase of 60. We've got one more bolt of Zeus to fire down. Get him, get him! He's down to nearly... Oh, he's beyond half death. He's half down on his health. Yes, it is. What are we doing? We've got to fight on. I think it's pretty much just Cerberus left now. Giant champions get into the fray. Okay, charge him. Some infantry support. You're literally surrounding the great beast here. Oh, you think here come the sirens into the fight? Oh, look at this. This is insane. Come on. Do not fear the death. Embrace it. We've nearly got him. He's down to literally the last bit of health. How is Menelaus doing? He's hanging on. He's hanging on.
Unstoppable knight.
I don't know where the hell he is. He's over here. We've got him. We've done him. We've defeated him. Yes. Victory. Oh, close victory, but yes. Wow. Look at that. Ooh, I told you it was going to be tough. I told you it was going to be tough. But we have semi-slain him.
I'll make my mark.
Your name will be down in legend, Menelaus. So here we are, guys. We've won the battle. And victory is upon us. We have got Cerberus under our control now. He's on the campaign map. We've also got that second army, which was part of the expedition force to begin with. is now available to us on the campaign, and we can utilize them as well as Menelaus' forces going forward. As you can see, though, we're taking a massive loss to our food, so if you were to continue this campaign, your first call would be to sort that out very, very quickly. You may have to get rid of some units to counter it, and obviously enhance food production in decrees and construction in your settlements. So that's something you have to deal with very quickly, but it does give you a massive boost to your forces and the power you have on this campaign map. The ability to have Cerberus now opens up avenues around the map. Your forces, your enemies, will cower before you because you have got such strength in your army now with this mythical beast. And you've seen it there from start to finish. I've taken you through the whole expedition, and hopefully you've got a good idea of what to experience when you guys get your hands on this on the 2nd of September. I will be back with a second video on this campaign in a few days' time, where I will be laying siege to Aptera and to take out the Apterions with this massive force here. So we'll basically get every army across, Cerberus, Menelaus, and that hero all across, and you can see all the forces in action and see him on the battle map under my control. We've also just recruited a Hydra Priest and a Lesser Griffin, so you'll be able to see them as well and see what they're all about. But you basically, now you've got Cerberus under your control, you've got this Mythic Monster tab available to you. It gives you all your details, a breakdown of what he has ability-wise available to him, information about him, his units, and that building that you can now, obviously construct to enable you to get access to these units. But you can get them another way. So basically, as I said to you before, you can mix and match where you use Cerberus either on the campaign map by gathering souls, or you can merge them into your army, and then obviously you'll be available as a massive force on your battlefield. Gaining souls is required though, so you need to mix and match as to when you're going to utilize him in battle or when you're going to utilize him on the campaign map, because as you can see here, as part of your deal with Hades to control Cerberus, you must pay the god of the dead by ushering mortals into his domain. The souls are gained from the offering pit building, so you have to construct that, or after battle with Cerberus' army via special post-battle options, or you can recruit shade units, or to use so souls can be spent by recruiting them in this recruitment pool. Let me quickly show you that. So if I go into this here, you've got this recruitment pool there, call to the underworld. You now get these available to you, and you got that pool there that's available, and different ones cost different amounts. Obviously the best unit, the giant shade, is going to cost you 64, but you don't cost anything to upkeep them. So you can see I've got one in my army already to summon them into the army for fighting on. But you can basically go across with Cerberus now and say, right, gather souls from this settlement, 100% positive outcome, and then that will increase your soul pool to spend on future units. So you could have an army eventually of all soul units, shade units, that will be just amazing to have on the battlefield. But also as well, you can not only do it on the actual settlements with Cerberus, you can do them on actual armies as well, and they can gather souls from the forces within the buildings and within the regions, or on the actual open field as well on the campaign map. So you've got different options, different ways you can gather souls across the campaign itself. But there we go. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sorry probably been a bit rusty today. It's my first recording for 3 months, so I will get better again. It's just going to take a little bit of time. But yeah, essentially I've done what I wanted to do today. I've shown you from start to finish of the expedition. You've got to see the whole adventure unfold, and I hope you've enjoyed it and it's given you a nice taster for what you can expect when you guys, as I say, get your hands on this on the Mythos DLC on the 2nd of September. So until next time, I'll be back, as I say, in a few days' time with the next version or next episode of this campaign to finish it off. But until then, take care and farewell.